the fall 2021 Bachelor of Science graduates of the School of Engineering.
Teaching Jones, graduated.
Let me tell you the story of a girl named Christine, aka me. Christine was a happy little girl who came to the States at the bright ripe age of 15. Well, almost 16, by herself. At our Catholic high school, Christine was kind of lonely. Well, to be fair, she wasn't and is still not Catholic. And she spent a couple of years being shy and reserved, adapting to an entirely new culture. Although she still made some friends and was a part of many clubs and activities, she just wasn't the happiest because she never felt a sense of community. And deep down, she was longing for a group of people that understand her and share her aspirations. Then, in the fall of 2018, Christine got into Vanderbilt, a college no one in her Southern California bubble has heard of. Well, except that one history teacher who was a baseball fan. Although admitted into some other colleges as well, after some campus visits, Christine decided her heart belongs to Vandy and became a happy Commodore. Christine determined to make her college a completely different experience than high school. Despite her efforts though, her freshman year is, kind of sucks. You see, although now a full-time software engineer, Christine was set on a completely different track 4 years ago. After binge watching Grey's Anatomy and acing all the AP sciences possible, which she really did in high school, Christine decided she would become a neurosurgeon. However, deep down, she just didn't really know what she wanted at all. And even though the pre-med track is awesome and worthwhile and amazing, she fell into deep depression, sharing no love for the subject. And in fact, she was sent to the psychiatric hospital after freshman year's finals, and she was treated for severe clinical depression and anxiety. So in short, things were not going well. That is until one day, Christine decided to take a CS course, aka computer science, where you type code to solve problems. She found her one true love and quickly decided she would major in computer science in addition to her original plan, neuroscience. That is until one semester later, Christine took another CS course, then quickly decided she would drop her neuroscience major completely and study computer science instead. You see, even though she never coded before college, for some reason it just came so naturally. And she found, compared to a raw memorization of pre-med, she much more prefers solving problems and acing tests that doesn't require 40 plus hours of study each time. And that is until 2 days later, Christine found adding a math double major only requires 2 more courses on top of a CS major, and quickly decided to add that on top of her CS major, and that's the degree she receives to this day. Along with her discovery in the academic realm, Christine also gradually walked out of her depression and anxiety and started making genuine connections with this world. She explored more restaurants, listened to more musicals, went to more concerts, listened to Ed Sheeran, Taylor Swift, Chainsmokers, and almost Billie Eilish.
Tasting the sweet perfume of the mountain grass around out. I was younger then.
She also partied on Broadway, went drinking. Okay, well fine, those ones were a lie. She's not a party person whatsoever. But she did perform dances on stage, went traveling with her friends, and in general, smiled more and got depressed less. her dream college life was just starting. That is, until COVID-19 hit the country and everyone was sent home. The school became empty. But that's when Christine discovered YouTube and content creation and started posting stuff on the internet. The time she spent at home also gave her time to take care of some fluffy friends. Luckily, Vandy decided to loosen the on-campus housing rule due to COVID. So even though Christine was only a rising junior, she got the privilege to move into an off-campus apartment with her fluffy friends and continued her studies and little content creation and YouTube channel. Many of her human friends were out of the country that year due to COVID, so her junior year went by super quickly, filled with COVID tests and Zoom classes, and lots of content creating and learning it as she went along. Then, one day out of nowhere, she got this really great internship opportunity from Microsoft junior year summer, and she grabbed it. Made a dramatic video about how she got in, a video about her day in her life, and well, that was about it. She decided to return to Microsoft after graduation for a full-time position. She also started doing more photography, a hobby she has picked up since her teenage years. Time went on, and Christine arrived at senior year, safe and sound. And one more thing, she ran out of classes to take at the school, so she decided to graduate a semester early and start working early. She got to reunite with some of her old friends during her last semester because a lot of them were coming back from outside the country, but it was goodbye very soon for her. On February 14th, Valentine's Day 2022, Christine packed up her entire apartment and moved her little family to Seattle, Washington, 2,200 miles from Vanderbilt. And there, she started her independent new life as a brand new college grad. And on May 13th, 2022, Christine came back to Vandy once again to take graduation photos for her friends, as well as to attend the graduation ceremony, the clips of which you've seen 7 minutes ago. Here we are again, 2 months later. So here, this is the story of Christine with Vandy. It wasn't perfect, but it was perfect for her. It wasn't all rainbows and unicorns, and honestly, quite frequently, the very opposite. But it was full of growth and love and discovery and what it means to enjoy life when things are difficult. And she wouldn't change a thing about it.
The wider world. As you take this next step,
It's really hard to follow it.